down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. To the air, it's Ncaa. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Benson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Hard running there. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Seminoles! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Armstrong. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. What a snag by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd. Got a lot of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Caught close to the marker, it's Coleman. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. With jet sweep pass. Got enough space. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He fires one deep over the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Knowles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Second down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Williams looking for a man. Now he's going to break the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Washington trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Uiagalelei. It's complete on the right side.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. Turns it on in midfield. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida State. Here comes the two-point try. Looking to throw. He's got it, and he got a foot down from the two-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Williams will pass. Zings it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington 34, Florida State 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Giving him his pads. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to play half push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to put their hair on fire.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Williams looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
40, Florida State, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down. Turn on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation.